Hello and welcome back to the Whatnauts Captain's Log number 310. We have our annual Rotten Tomatoes movie predictions game coming up in a bit, but we have to do a fast lap around our F1 corner here for a little bit. We haven't gotten to talk about Vegas or the race that happened this morning. So, Melissa, Vegas. Let's start there. What did you think about the race in Vegas?
We're going directly into this. You're Kyle and I'm Melissa, and this is Formula One talk.
Absolutely.
Vegas, beautiful.
It's so
Vegas,
fun to watch.
exciting to watch.
Yeah, it's good.
I found the Qatar racetrack very beautiful. Also, lovely paint job, bright colors. It's less what happened in Vegas and what happened after Vegas.
Yes. Yeah, the Vegas race this year, unfortunately, in my opinion, was kind of boring, except for lap one, turn one, right? That was like the excitement that we got,
It always is.
I mean, yeah, lap one, turn one is always usually pretty exciting, but that was just kind of it. Lando had pole position and tries to cut Max Verstappen off from the inside because he knows that Max is just gonna dive deep down the inside if he gives him space, but goes a little bit too hard in trying to cut him off that he can't brake in time and ends up going wide, which then just gives Max the space to take the lead. Max ends up winning the race. Lando gets P2. George gets P3 for Mercedes. And Oscar is down there in P4. So no podium for Oscar. But then, yeah, I had heard some, like, I had stayed up late. I had heard some rumblings that they had been called in to the race director or whoever. So I knew something was happening, but I didn't know what. And I was tired. It was late. I was like, I'm just going to go to bed and find out in the morning. So I wake up to find out they have both been disqualified. Both the McLaren drivers disqualified. They don't get any points, all of that stuff. And I was just shocked. I was like, oh no.
And it's not for anything they did. It was for like some little technical detail on the car that was like unintentional and missed until after the race was over.
Yeah,
I comprehended it, but I didn't understand it.
There's a plank underneath the car. Part of it is what sparks when you see the sparks fly off. But and someone who is more in the know can correct me if I'm wrong. But there's a plank underneath the car that is basically a piece of wood that is there to kind of help measure and keep things like, okay, they can't have too low of a setup because that will then start to grind the wood down, and that's how they measure of like, is this too low? Is this past like certain requirements that they have to meet and stuff like that? And that's what ended up happening. They set their car too low. They experienced a bunch of porpoising, which is when the car feels like it's jumping up and down really fast. And so that just made it hit and scrape the road constantly. And it's kind of a black or white rule. Either you're in the limits or you're not. And both of their cars, that part had gotten ground down enough that it was like, sorry, you're disqualified. So unfortunate for McLaren fans like me. But
me.
Yeah. It makes the whole thing that much more tense because as a result,
yes,
Lando was still in the lead, but only by like 24 points or something like that. Max was then tied with Oscar for second in the drivers' championship. So everything is just neck and neck, and it's just like, oh, there's only 2 races left. How is this gonna work? And then the race today. Have you gotten a chance to watch the race yet?
Good. Yes, I watched it live.
Good, yeah. It was a sprint weekend, so that there was some extra opportunity for people to get some points. Oscar won the sprint race. George came in P2, Lando in P3, Max in P4. So they all do get, some points. It's largely the same. But yeah, this race ended up being a strategy race like the entire time. It was also one that, like,
tense.
if you didn't know what was happening, it was also kind of boring. But because of the, like, closeness of the race for the championship and that, like, the strategy that was happening, it was really intense.
Right. And this is a race where it could have been sewn up. If Lando would have won, he would have won. And next week's race would have just been, well, who gets second, third, fourth, etc. place.
Yeah.
Now we are going to go into a photo finish in Abu Dhabi to find out who actually wins this.
Yeah, wild stuff. So early on in the race, we get a safety car where literally everyone pits for that free pit stop to really only lose 9 seconds rather than the 20 or so that usually takes for a pit stop. Everyone pits except for the McLarens. No idea why, and that screws them on their strategy. Everyone is on faster tires.
Well, their strategy is that this is a 57 lap race. You can only go 25 laps on your tires. And this happened at lap 7. So they're like, now everybody is going to have to pit at lap 32. If we don't pit now, that means we can manage our own timeline. We are not going to be pitting at the same time everybody else is pitting and caught in traffic there. So, like, I get it.
Yes, yeah, there is an argument to be had for, like, we don't want to go in on lap 30 something when literally everyone else is.
Yes,
so that's going to be chaos, and it was
very funny to watch, like 12 cars all pull into pit
at the same time. It's always a mess, yeah. But it also screws their strategy because they are on, like, more worn tires. They're really having to, like, manage but also keep certain speeds to make sure they stay up in front, like all of that stuff. So yeah, they all pit. Max eventually takes the lead just because of these faster tires and stuff like that. And later on in the race, McLaren decides to pit Oscar to be like, now's our chance to put you on some newer tires to hopefully go chase down Max and win this. And they pit him. And I think Oscar ends up in P2, so he tried to chase him down as best he could, but did not get it. Max did eventually win the race, but they were like, Oscar, you need to get a lap of like 128 to like be in like a fighting chance, and he did like a 122 or something like that, and everyone was like, okay, yeah, here we go. His pit stop was one of the fastest of the year at 1.8. So like they like it was like, okay, we got some good things coming, like we like the dice is rolling in our favor. But he just couldn't catch Max. Max was up there and won. Lando, who was also in a similar position of like, okay, let's pit you a little early too. Like he had the option to like stay out and basically block Max and like hold him up so that Oscar could pit, or to pit Lando in hopes that also Lando could go catch up. And that's what McLaren did. They pitted Lando, and then he ended up being stuck behind Kimi Antonelli in 5th.
Until the final lap. This was incredible to watch him doggedly pursue Kimi and get past Kimi at literally the last second he could and get those 2 extra points, which might really make the difference.
Yeah, it really helped him. It seems like it was just a really small, minor mistake from Kimi, but I don't think if Kimi made that mistake, I don't think Lando would have gotten past him. So really, really tense. But so yeah, Max won the race. Oscar was in P2. Carlos Sainz in P3 with a heck of a drive in the midst of all of that. Yeah, just great stuff from him. I'm super happy for him. I liked when he looked in the camera and was like, it was good fun. But then Lando was in P4, which now means that Lando is still in the lead, but only by 12 points.
Yes.
Yeah, Max is behind him by 12. Oscar is back by 16 points from the lead. So, like you said, photo finish in Abu Dhabi next weekend.
Yeah,
it's gonna be wild. Yeah. It's so
fun
tense.
Season. I've had a great time.
Good. I'm so glad. Also, poor Lewis Hamilton, man. He is just not having a good year at all. He sounded so dejected in interviews this weekend. It looks like doom and gloom for him, unfortunately.
He had the best look for Vegas, though, with that sparkly silver helmet. That was the best part of the Vegas GP, is just watching the lights shine off of Lewis's helmet when he's driving.
It's so incredible because he put pictures out. It looks fantastic, but on screen, it just looks like static. It looks like the old TV screen static, which I love.
Which is
I was like,
cool.
Yeah, that's actually kind of cool. I really like that.
Yes. And I love Charles' helmet, which was gold, but had these thin, pinstriping bits of gold sparkle. Really cool. I love the Vegas livery.
Fun stuff. Yeah, it's good. So things are heating up in the Formula One there, but that is our
hot stuff.
That's our fastest lap F1 corner, whatever. Melissa, we got some movies to talk about.
Yes, this is one of our biggest, meatiest episodes every year.
Indeed, this is always a fun one. It's interesting because it's a fun game that we return to, but it's also arguably our most mundane content.
It's all numbers.
It really is. And I'm actually going to have to do some math here on my extra predictions down the road when we get to those. Because I did some the average of these two will be better than this or something like that.
Kyle did not do you any favors.
Thankfully, it's not hard math. I'm not doing some big formula, but I actually kind of like these kinds of predictions, just simple math of all the animal ones will add up to a score of this or something like that. It's fun. But yes, we do this game every year from December to December. We take a look at the following or at the prior year's catalog of movies, and then we eventually look forward into next year's. But we predict what the Rotten Tomatoes movie scores will be.
Critics.
Yeah, the critics score. And it's just a fun game. I don't know, we used to play for pizza. We don't really do that anymore. But it's just fun to be like, I think this movie will do good. It'll be a 90. Right. And it comes out and it's a 60. And it's just what was I thinking?
Or sometimes you get really surprised.
Right, yeah. It's good.
We used to do a lot of pizza bets, and then we did so many that they all ended up canceling each other out. So we're just responsible for buying our own pizzas individually now.
Yeah, indeed. So yeah, let's look back on 2025 and go through our scores and stuff like that. You were about to say something?
If I will play secretary. I'll do all of the record keeping. If you will do all of the Rotten Tomatoes searching.
Perfect. Yep.
We run this from first week of December to first week of December. It's not a full calendar year. So our first movie we're going to talk about is actually from December 13th, 2024. And that is finally, after having its release date moved 3 times, Kraven the Hunter. Kraven the Hunter, you guessed a 38 and I guessed a 25. What did he get?
So also one last thing to clarify, the closest to the actual score gets a point.
Yes. Yeah. Right. Doesn't matter if it's above or below, just flat out closest.
Right. Yeah. So I'm going to pull this up on screen so everyone can see. Oh, again, it's on the wrong thing. I can't do it. Gosh darn it. My setup is all messed up. Kraven the Hunter got a tomato meter of 15%. Melissa, point to you.
Okay.
I watched this
Was
one.
surprised.
It's not a great movie by like a critic standard. It was fine. It was good. It was fun for what it was.
Right. It's a Kraven the Hunter.
Yeah.
Met needs of being a Kraven the Hunter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Our next movie is The Lord of the Rings, The War of the Rohirrim, that released also on December 13th, 2024. You guessed a 72. I guessed a 76. I never actually saw this movie. I have no idea about it.
Neither have I. I heard pretty good things. The
Right.
tomato
Mild
meter
good?
is the tomato meter is 49%.
Right, point to you. Now, last year we had our first ever flat 50. What was our flat 50? Oh, it was If. John Krasinski's If.
Which is good.
50%. Our most median film.
Yeah.
So so War of the Rohirrim is an If -1.
Yeah.
Next, Mufasa, The Lion King, December 20th, 2024. You guessed a 61. I guessed a 72.
Tomato meter says 56.
56. All right, another point to Kyle. Then Sonic the Hedgehog 3, also on December 20th. You guessed 75. I guessed 68.
I still haven't seen any of these, but people really like them. Yeah, this was an 86.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are we missing out? Do we need to watch all the Sonics?
I think we do. Yeah, because it's an 86 tomato meter and a 95 popcorn thing, and wow. I know the other ones have done well too. You know, wild. Okay.
Next is Robert Eggers' Nosferatu. You guessed 86. I guessed 91.
Nosferatu. This was an 85 on the tomato meter.
85. Dang, you're on a streak, Kyle.
I am. I don't know what tomatoes I was eating.
Next, our first movie of 2025 was Wolfman. I never saw Wolfman. You guessed a 63. I guessed a 49.
Ooh, you almost nailed it. It's a 48.
Woohoo!
Have we ever done that where we guessed it exactly?
I think maybe once we've spiked it. There's no extra points for spiking it, but we can initiate
we
extra
should do
points.
Something like that. Yeah, where if we are on it, we get 2 extra points, and if we're 1 off on either side, we get 1 like an extra, or do we just want to do 1 extra when you hit?
1 extra point if you spike it exactly.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Next is Companion, horror movie starring young Nat from Yellow Jackets.
Sophie
you guessed
Thatcher.
A 71. I guessed an 80. Thank you.
Critics loved this one, a 93.
This was pretty good. Did you see Companion?
I have not.
I think you'd like it. It's really not scary.
Seemed interesting.
Sort of a light slasher.
I remember the trailers. They looked good.
Sometimes, so when we do this the first week of December, sometimes we were in the midst of seeing a trailer for a January or February release movie constantly when we go to the theaters. And so it's at top of mind when we build these charts. And that's why we picked scores for Love Hurts, Ki Kwan action comedy. Love Hurts. You guessed 76, I guessed 69.
69 is a great guess. Unfortunately, did not get that. The popcorn meter is much closer to that 69. The tomato is 18.
18. This is one of the rare movies where even as I saw the trailer time and time again, I could never make heads or tails of what the movie was about. I could never follow it. And I'm like, this seems bad. Like, it probably has some cool action stunt set pieces in it, but that plot seemed incomprehensible.
I don't know. Never saw it.
Never did. We did see Paddington in Peru, where you guessed 89 and I guessed 90.
In Peru, here we go. Let's pull this guy up, and it is a 93.
Oh boy, point for me. How about Captain America Brave New World? You guessed 89 and I guessed 83.
Captain America, unfortunately, was not a very good movie. It's a 46.
How about The Monkey? Oz Perkins's The Monkey. You guessed a 58 and I guessed an 88. Why were we so far apart on The Monkey?
I think you were really interested in it, and I was like, this looks dumb. This looks stupid. Let's see. Let me even go back up here and type in The Monkey. I finally was able to get these brought up on screen so everyone can see
Cool.
all of that stuff. The Monkey is a 77 on the tomato meter.
77. All right, point to me. So The Monkey ended with a post-credit scene that was a teaser for Oz Perkins's next movie, Keeper, which has come out this fall. 2 movies in a year, a rare triumph. I saw Keeper. I think you'd like Keeper.
Interesting.
There's stuff in there. It's very difficult to explain. It's kind of it's a much more abstract movie than The Monkey, which is just what if a monkey, a little symbol monkey figurine killed you. Keeper is this couple going away for a weekend to like the boyfriend's family's cabin in the woods, just the 2 of them alone. And just weird things happen.
Interesting. Okay.
You'd have to see it.
Yeah.
And I want to tell you what it is it reminds me of, but that's too much of a spoiler.
Gotcha.
But once you see it, you will know the thing that you and I have talked about that it reminds me of.
Okay. I will look up a trailer after this or something like that.
Next is Sinners. You guessed 86. I guessed 92.
Melissa, I think you're going to win this one. Let's look it up here. 97.
Oh, boy.
That was a great movie.
One of the best of the year. Next is Steven Soderbergh's Black Bag. You guessed 89. I guessed 85.
Black Bag. 96.
I did like this movie quite a bit. I'm happy the score is that high.
I liked it too. I'm surprised it's that high, but it deserves a high score for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Okay.
Next, a Minecraft movie. You guessed 43 and I guessed 37.
Let's see what the kids thought. 47 is the tomato meter, of course, with a high 85 on the popcorn meter.
Well, good for them. Next, The Amateur. Rami Malek action film The Amateur. You guessed 83 and I guessed 81.
See how close we were. Not super close. 62.
Hmm.
Though we were more
That's fair.
aligned with the popcorn, which was an 87.
Hold on. You're purple.
It's not a bad one.
I'm green. Yeah, it's a strangely simple film. The whole time I was watching The Amateur, I kept waiting for a big twist, and then there's never any kind of twist. It's just exactly what it appears to be.
The Amateur
which is
just
a rare
his code
problem
name. He's
for a
actually
movie to have.
A professional, has been undercover this entire time. He's a professional.
Mm-hmm. Next is Mickey 17. You guessed a 91. I guessed a 92.
Mickey 17. I think my vote was a little high, actually, unfortunately. 78.
78. Nothing wrong with it. I had this issue for a number of movies this year where I had a fine enough time watching them, but then just never thought about them again after I left the theater, which is not a dig on them. You know,
though
maybe I should be thankful. A brain only has so much room in it, but there is something a bit flimsy to many of the films I saw this year.
Sure. I think with this one particularly, I think with the success of Parasite, right?
Yeah.
Like, I think people were expecting maybe a little more. And so I'm kind of glad that it didn't have it in a weird way, because I don't want Bong Joon-ho to get like cornered into like, oh, you need to make a film that really tries to say something and or has a twist or does something. Like, he was just like, I'm just gonna do some fun dumb sci-fi thing. Here we go.
Right. And I'm happy for him. If he wants to make a movie with a bunch of dumb Robert Pattinsons running around a space base, more power to him.
It was some dumb Robert Pattinsons in there.
Next, Thunderbolts Asterisk, now known as Thunderbolts The New Avengers. You guessed 81, I guessed 77.
Let's see what Thunderbolts got. It got an 88.
Oh, good for Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
People really like Thunderbolts.
It was a good one.
Next, so often we'll have movies that we guess scores for that are then delayed on the calendar. See the 3 times we had to guess scores for Kraven the Hunter before it finally came out. Yep. We do have one of those. Flower Vale Street was delayed until next year. And for the first time, we've guessed scores on a movie that may never come out, and that is the Pharrell musical at the time codenamed Atlantis. You were reading that this like hit some difficulties in the edit and may never get over the finish line to be a complete film.
Yeah, they said they dropped it. They're not shopping it around. So that one's done and dusted.
Who knows, or at least in quite a dormant stage. We'll return to the discussion on Flower Vale Street later this episode.
Cool.
Next, Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. You guessed 95, I guessed 96. We had very high expectations for this one.
Let's see. The Final Reckoning got in 80%.
Fair. Okay, that's point to you. Final Reckoning, a frustrating and messy film, but boy, it has high highs.
Indeed.
Next is The Life of Chuck. Did you end up seeing The Life of Chuck?
I did not.
Okay. Check it out. You guessed a 90 and I guessed a 91.
And it got an 80 again. 2 80s in a row.
Fascinating. I did not think of those two movies as being equal amounts of quality to each other. Well, point to you. Next, Ballerina from the World of John Wick. I never got out to see this one. I intended to, never made it.
Neither did I.
You guessed
shockingly.
Wow, neither of us. You guessed an 80 and I guessed a 74.
Okay. Again, Melissa, you almost nailed it. It's a 75.
All right. That's not bad.
Popcorn is up there at a 92, though. So people seem
Cool.
to like it if they went to go check it out.
I'll catch up to it. I was going to see it with my brother, who I saw the last John Wick with, and he was busy. So I'm like, I'll just wait until you're free and we'll watch it at your house. And we've not made that time yet. Next was Pixar's Elio. You guessed an 88 and I guessed a 93. Never saw this one either.
This was an 83.
Okay. Point to you.
Yeah, this is also one I did not watch.
We had a number of live action adaptations of animated films this summer, and we decided to just pick scores for How to Train Your Dragon, where you guessed an 82 and I guessed an 85.
Let's see what this one got. This is a 77.
Okay. Point to you. That was a real mystery. It's like the original movie had very high scores. This is just the same thing, but with human flesh.
Right.
What does that do to the score now? How much better or worse could it be? A 77's respectable, I suppose.
Yeah.
Next, 28 years later. This was a ton of fun. You guessed an 86. I guessed an 87.
Let's see what it got. Where's my mouse? Thank you. There we go. Oh, man. An 89. We were so close.
Point to me. I'm happy we were close. That was a good time.
The one for this, the second one of this is coming out in like January, right? Something like that.
We'll talk about that in a few minutes.
Heck yeah.
But next is F1, the movie. You guessed 92. I guessed 90.
Let's see if they liked it as much as we did. F1, the movie. It got in 82.
Point to me. Plot's a little thin, but it's thin in a fun way. It's a good junk food movie.
It's a 97 on the popcorn hater.
Yeah, it's one of them.
Watching it, yeah.
I'll see it again. Next is Megan 2.0. You guessed an 89. I guessed an 86.
2.0. Let's see what this one got. It got a 58.
Point to me.
This is so weird because so the first one definitely read to me like a horror movie when I saw the trailers and stuff.
Yeah.
I have not seen either of them. Rotten Tomatoes is saying this is an action sci-fi comedy.
Yeah. Yes.
I was just like, oh, more of the horror, but with a little like sci-fi twist thing. Now it's a killer robot or something. I don't know.
And I think it is something the movie did intentionally, like how Alien is a horror movie, but Aliens is an action movie.
Yeah.
It's very much same with the Terminator franchise. It's very much trying to do that. I think it is a decent genre pastiche at that, but you do kind of wish it was more like the first movie.
Okay, that's fair. Fair enough.
Next is Jurassic World Rebirth. You guessed 60, I guess 75.
Jurassic World Rebirth is a 50. Right on the dot.
Wow, the if of this year.
Yeah. What if? Dinosaurs.
What if dinosaurs again, a third time? Next is James Gunn's Superman. This is the one we got to see together when you came to visit me in St. Louis. We got to see it in James Gunn's childhood movie theater. You guessed a 92. I guessed 89.
89, 92, or 89. Superman. In 83.
Okay. Me there.
80.
Now, how about Fantastic Four First Steps? These two were in a real interesting competition this year. You guessed an 89. I guessed an 88 for Fantastic Four.
See what we got. It is an 86.
Interesting. Would you say, after all's said and done, that you enjoyed Fantastic Four more than Superman? It's a tough question.
It really is, because they're so different. I think I enjoyed Superman more.
Me too. I think from the outset it seemed that they would have been more similar. That was something that did kind of rub me the wrong way with Fantastic Four, that the trailers made it look a lot brighter and poppier and fun, and the movie itself operates under dark. A lot more tension. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm like, I wanted the fun I came here for.
Yeah.
But Superman, exactly as bright as it was promised to be. The Bride, this one has also moved until next year. We have 3 movies in a row that got moved until 2026, including Saw 11, The Bride, and Michael.
Cool.
We'll skip these and go right to Tron Ares. You guessed 69, I guessed 73.
It is a 53 on the tomato meter. I'd say that's about right.
You? Predator Badlands. You guessed 92. I guessed 89. I haven't seen this yet, but you've been raving about it, so you may be right.
Good. Let's see. Predator Badlands. My computer is being weird. Where's my mouse? Why do you not want to show me? There you go. Okay. Predator Badlands, 86.
Cool.
With a 95 for the popcorn meter. That's a fun one.
Next is Now You See Me 3. At the time we drafted this, not yet subtitled Now You See Me, Now You Don't. You guessed 86. I guessed 84.
And again, give me just a sec. It keeps doing this where it disappears my mouse. It is loading. It is a 62.
Ooh. Point to me. Then this is a junk food movie in like the best way possible. This is so beautifully, gloriously dumb. I had a terrific time with Now You See Me, Now You Don't.
Good.
Next, The Running Man. You guessed 94. I guessed 88.
Ooh, I think that is definitely a little bit high, in my opinion.
I
just liked that trailer so much. It looked great. I like Coleman Domingo too. He looks fantastic in whatever he's in.
There's really great stuff in the movie. I wish it was just a little more consistent all the way through.
Yeah. 64 on that one.
64. All right, that's to me. Next, Wicked Part 2. At this time, it was not yet subtitled Wicked for Good. You guessed 86. I guessed 85.
I have yet to see this one. I've been trying to go, but I have heard very mixed results.
Yes, I just saw it a few days ago, and I also had that experience of, I've heard it's terrible, I've heard it's slightly less good than the first, and I've heard it's better than the first. Like, everybody is coming at this one from a different angle.
This is a 67.
Okay. Point to me.
But this one also had a popcorn score of 94, so...
So every time I've been to the theater a couple times this week, Thanksgiving week, every time I encountered whole families, not just families of 4, but families of 12, multi-generational gloms of people all going to see Wicked.
Yeah.
I think I was the only solo person seeing Wicked, and everybody else was in big, happy social groups. In the lobby, in every hallway, a dozen of people are all in a clump talking about Wicked for good. It's really bringing the people together in a way that, that's special. That means something.
Yeah.
Once you see it, this movie, it made me ask a lot of questions. And it leaves one very, very big question on my mind with the way it ends.
Okay.
I can't wait for you to watch that movie and see if you also have the same question.
Because I'm trying to think back to when I saw the off-Broadway version, and if I definitely remember feeling that I liked the first half better.
Kyle, we really have to hone in on your use of the term off-Broadway, because off-Broadway is that's a touring production of a Broadway show. Once it is not on Broadway, does not make it off-Broadway. That means a separate thing.
I think this was billed as an off-Broadway thing.
Okay.
But I don't know. I don't remember, but I know the difference of something being off Broadway or just like a local production.
We'll do it. This is the next question. Next, Zootopia 2. Zootopia 2. You guessed a 95. I guessed a 91.
Zootopia. Did I spell that right? Come on, buddy. There we go. Zootopia 2.
It's not hard to spell.
It's doing the thing where it like freezes in the middle of me typing it, so it was like zoo, and that was all that was there.
We bought a zoo,
and yeah, it was like, I think I hit the right things in there. Let's wait and see. This is a 91.
Oh, I spiked it.
Nice.
I get my extra point.
Heck yeah.
So originally we were going to do this like 2 weeks from now, but we decided to give ourselves a longer holiday break. So it's November 30th as we're recording this. We anticipated recording actually into December. But we're going to go ahead and say our scores that we'd guessed for Five Nights at Freddy's 2. That hasn't come out yet. We can't see what Rotten Tomatoes says about it. I don't know if that information's been released. We're going to have to carry these over until next year.
Yeah.
You guessed a 37 and I guessed a 48.
Yeah.
Would you like to make any adjustments to your prediction?
Do we want to look at what the score was for the first one?
Well, I don't remember if we did or not. What was it?
I don't know. That's why I was going to see if we
Go
could
ahead.
look
Yes,
that
as
one
a comparison point.
Yeah. Five Nights at Freddy. Where'd it go? See? Night. Come on, computer. IG.
Five Nights at Freddy's. They do have a page up for the second one, but I don't know if they have a score on it yet. Let's see what the first one is. The tomato meter for the first one was a 33. But they did make a second one. You know,
right.
Like that
it did well. It pleased its fan base, and even I think adult critics who saw it were like, this isn't for me, but I can understand it being important to its audience.
Sure.
And this is going to be helpful to like a little kid who's never seen a horror movie before, to get them into horror movies. Like, it's more valuable than it is good.
Yeah. I'm fine with my 37. I think it's going to stick right around that same mark.
I have no clue. I might drop my 48 down a little bit. Let's say a 40. 43. Just down.
43? Okay.
All right. Then we have our Kyle, have you done the math on your special extra predictions?
I have not yet. So
Okay.
let me
I'll
add these
vamp
up
for a
here.
little bit while you do that.
Get my calculator out. Let's see. Okay, Mufasa.
So, in addition to guessing the Rotten Tomatoes critic scores for movies for the upcoming year, we make other bonus predictions, including, I'll tell you mine. Every year, I guess a needle drop of the year. I don't do any actual work to find this out besides just going to see a lot of movies. So maybe I'm right and it's right in a movie that I haven't seen and nobody's told me. I don't know. I don't have a way to look these up. This year, my prediction for the needle drop of the year, I tried going with an overall band and not just a singular song. I was guessing anything from the Electric Light Orchestra. I didn't get there. Didn't hear any ELO this year. So that's not a point for me. I guessed that Companion from the movie Companion would be a robot. Spoiler alert, yes. And I'll tell you that's revealed fairly early on. So that's not, I've not given away the entirety of the movie. I'll color that green. I get a point. I guessed that the horror movie The Monkey would have more than 10 kills. I did a quick Google for a plot synopsis, and yes, it does have more than 10 kills. I guess that in Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning, Ilsa Faust would be revealed to be alive and have faked her death in the previous movie. That was not revealed. That did not happen. Has not happened yet. I still hold out hope that someday we'll get another Mission Impossible where she comes back.
Right? Yeah.
I guess that in Megan 2.0, they would do sort of a riff on a Bride of Frankenstein, and Megan would get a mate. That didn't happen. You and I took either side of the coin with regards to Thunderbolt's asterisk, where you guessed that the meaning of the asterisk would be revealed in the movie itself.
Uh-huh.
And I guessed that the meaning of the asterisk would be revealed in a trailer. You ended up being right about that one. At the very end of the film, they tell you what that asterisk means.
Yeah. Oh, man.
And I predicted that the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences would form a stunts branch as a step towards getting to the stunts Oscar. There is going to be a stunts Oscar. The films of 2026 will be eligible for that stunts Oscar to be awarded in 2027. I presume a stunts branch was formed as part of this. There's got to be a branch to be an award, right? Can I just have this? There's going to be the award. That was the important part.
I'm excited that they're actually doing that.
Yes. I have 3 of my guesses correctly. Let me make sure. Oh, no, it's the Oscars of 2028 will award for the films of 2027.
Oh.
Okay. Sorry, untitled Alejandro Inarritu, Tom Cruise project of 2026. You're not eligible.
Superman.
Let me double check that I have color coded everything correctly. I believe I have won our game for this year.
All right. Yeah. So, did you do the ones you could have mine, or no?
Oh, let's take a look. I have not taken a close look at yours.
So Mickey 17, I said the highest number Mickey we will see is above 70. I don't think
we never got that high. I think we got to like a 27.
Yeah.
You guessed that Lewis Hamilton would have lines in 3 or more scenes in F1. None of the drivers really talk.
Yeah.
They're just around constantly. Um, I think the best starring moment for any driver is when Fernando Alonso just wakes up, just walks up
It's
behind
like,
Brad
oh,
Pitt
hey.
and claps him on the back like,
Yeah.
"Hey, man!"
Yeah.
I think that is the best performance by a driver in that.
Because it was real. It happened. He was just like, oh shit, that's Brad Pitt. Hello, hey.
Right. And the asterisk was revealed in the Thunderbolts movie.
Yes.
So you did get one right. Now tell me about your math. You
So my
guessed that
math predictions was the animal movies collective score will be over 650. These movies included. Huh?
I just love that animal movies was such a broad category and you had to determine what was or wasn't an animal movie.
Right, yeah. The animal movies included Mufasa, Sonic, Wolfman, Paddington, The Monkey, How to Train Your Dragon, Jurassic World Rebirth, and Zootopia. I did not reach a collective score of 650. The collective score was 578. And then my second one was the average Marvel score, both the MCU and Sony, will be less than Superman's. And I was correct, probably thanks to Kraven the Hunter with a 15, which brought the average way down to a 58.75. And Superman was an 83. So I did get 1 point for that.
All right. You get 2 bonuses correct. I got 3 bonuses. And I got 3. I think I won this one.
I got 16 points. But yeah, I think you won this one.
I got 20 Rotten Tomatoes correct, plus a bonus for nailing Zootopia 2, and then 3 bonuses.
Yeah, you crushed me.
It's fun. It's different every year.
It really is, yeah.
Which is what makes this game fun, is that it's such a mystery.
Indeed. Well, let's take a quick break for housekeeping before we jump into predicting the scores for next year. So we will be right back. Thank you so much for checking out this podcast. We hope you're enjoying it. If you didn't know, we make multiple different shows here at the Whatnauts, and a lot of hard work goes into making them, so we would love it if you check them all out. But none of this is possible without your support. Head over to patreon.com/thewhatnauts, and you can get access to over 40 hours of exclusive content, including our Patreon first podcast, The Pilots Club, when you sign up at our $3 tier. Of course, there is a free version of the Pilots Club available, but episodes are exclusive to our Patreon for 2 years before they hit the free feeds. If you're interested in buying merch, we have shirts, hoodies, mugs, and more for sale over at thewhatnauts.com/store. Another great way to help us out is by subscribing and leaving a nice rating and review on your podcasting app of choice. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel for video versions of the show, trailer reactions, and live streams. And lastly, you can always find out more information about the shows we make on our website, thewhatnauts.com. And we are back. Once again, big shout out to our Patreon supporters. Thank you. It means a lot.
Thank you.
We love you. Over on the Pilots Club, Perry Mason. We just recorded an episode on the 1957 Perry Mason television show, the pilot of that one. Good way to wrap up our year of the detective. Started with Columbo. We ended on Perry Mason. It was a good fun year with that. So that one will be up very soon here at the start of December. Over on the free version of the Pilots Club, actually, I think I just updated the one. I don't know if that was for the end of this year or the next year. Unicorn Warriors Eternal is the next one that we will be uploading to the free Pilots Club. I think that's the one for December, not January.
I think so.
But yeah. But that was an interesting one. It's a cartoon by Gendy Tartakovsky from a number of cartoons that Dexter's Lab, and what's the one that's out now on HBO, Primal. He did that one too, Samurai Jack, all sorts of stuff. Yeah. So yeah, had some fun talking about that. Over on the review show, we have been covering The Americans. We just concluded our coverage of that. We discussed season 6. Awesome show. Great show with that. A really fascinating finale to this show that Melissa said, both haunting and oddly funny in a weird way.
Right. That's hard to do. I've never seen a finale that gives you the kind of emotional reaction of The Americans finale where you're like, this is the funniest and saddest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah. We do have one more kind of special episode that we're going to do for the review show as kind of a walk down memory lane celebration kind of thing. So be on the lookout for that in the near future as well. I believe we're dressing up for that one.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. So I think it's going to be an interesting time, to say the least. And then, of course, right here over on the Captain's Log, we got to talk a little bit more about the Running Man on our previous episode. Also, the recent Louvre detective and his stylish outfits and stuff like that. So go check out the Captain's Log as well. Of course, in the year 2026, we are smashing all of our podcasts together. We will be the Whatnauts podcast, so be on the lookout for the new RSS feed in the near future. Follow us on social media at the Whatnauts or at the Whatnauts podcast, or how do I always say at the end, at the whatnauts.com on Blue Sky? Yeah. Be looking for all of that, because that's where we will post the new link, as well as our patreon.com/the Whatnauts. So go check out all of that. Cool. That is housekeeping for now. So, Melissa, we got some more movies to predict here.
Yes. We have approximately 40 movies through the rest of December 2025 through to the end of November 2026, including we had to punt our predictions for Five Nights at Freddy's 2. So let's start with Avatar, Fire and Ash. This comes out
December 19th.
December 19th. Thank you.
Your thought. Yeah. These ones are always hard for me to predict because I've still only ever seen that first one and have had zero interest in the rest of them. But the trailer looks really good for this one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't really have much else to say on it for that one. I think people critically also kind of like these ones. They make a lot of money, I think.
Yeah. Original Avatar 81, Avatar 2, The Way of Water 76.
Okay, so maybe not as critically acclaimed as I was thinking in my
but
mind.
Still, like, they get Oscar noms. They're generally well received.
I'm gonna go with the 78.
I'm gonna give the interesting. I will say, I'll go with an 80.
Zoom in on these guys a little bit here. There we go. Okay. Anaconda, the meta remake of Anaconda, which I actually think is a great idea.
The trailers haven't sold me, but I did like the surprise that the movie Anaconda is about people trying to remake the movie Anaconda.
I don't think it'll be good. I don't think it'll be anything like that. I just think it's going to be a big dumb time, and that's kind of all you
Mhm.
need from Jack Black and Paul Rudd. Just a
Mhm.
big dumb stupid time. Man, I'm gonna go with like 46.
I'll go with 40.
Okay.
Next, Christmas Day, Timmy, King of Christmas, Marty Supreme.
Marty Supreme. I guess technically in like certain theaters out December 19th, but out in most on Christmas Day.
Mhm.
I think this one looks really good. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with an 85.
Okay, I am going to go with a 92.
Okay.
Next, 28 years later, The Bone Temple. This is a sequel to 28 years later. It's going to pick up directly where that movie ends. That movie ends in a teaser for the sequel.
Cool.
The sequel, I believe, is from the same writer and producing team as the first movie, but it will be directed by Nia DaCosta, who directed The Marvels and Candyman.
Cool. And what did the first one get again? Let me go back and look at our.
You mean 28 years later, not 28 days later?
Right. Yes. Yeah.
28 years later got an 89.
An 89. Okay. So will this do better than that one? I don't know. I don't think so.
I'm gonna go with like a polite 74.
I'm going to do 77.
Next is Sam Raimi's Send Help. Have you gotten a trailer for Send Help?
I don't think so. Wait, I maybe have gotten one trailer recently, but I don't remember it. It is now ringing a bell of like, oh yeah, that's the new Sam Raimi one.
This stars Rachel McAdams and Dylan O'Brien. He is this young hotshot boss at this company where she is this sort of mousy, very good at her job, very smart, but just mousy, not really assertive, doesn't really have much of a spine. The two of them are traveling to some business
That's
trip in
right.
like Bangkok in like the South Pacific. Their plane crashes. It's just the two of them on a desert island. He's injured. And now she has a full triangle of sadness moment and absolutely takes all the power. This isn't a movie I would really think that much about if not for Sam Raimi.
Yeah, interesting choice for him
Yes.
to take on. It's not the kind of movie I really imagine him doing.
I guess him and Rachel McAdams really enjoyed working on Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness together.
Something like
She's
that.
not in that movie that much, but happy they bonded.
Oh man.
I'll say 71.
I'm gonna go with the 71. I'm gonna go with a 65.
Next is a movie called
I was just gonna say I have seen the trailers for this. The next one.
Crime 101. This comes out February 13th. It's Chris Hemsworth and he does crimes. I don't know. Kyle, have you ever seen Collateral?
Have I? I think I have, but I don't remember.
It's a pretty singular film. It's the only time Tom Cruise's hair has ever looked like that, where he's got the white hair and he plays a hitman and Jamie Foxx is his cab driver. Crime 101 kind of seems... It both has a star-studded cast, but also feels like bargain bin Collateral. It looks like a good time, especially for crime hounds like you and me.
Yeah.
I'm going to guess a 59.
Yeah, that one seems. It's like that one other movie, Plane, where it just has like such a like
Right.
a basic name that I'm just like, you really weren't inspired enough by the material to come up with a better
Like,
name.
I think calling Plane is a deliberate choice, and it may be a choice that you disagree with, but I don't think that is the absence of. It's almost like
I don't know.
a joke that's so not funny that it becomes funny. It's like
Yeah.
non-comedy.
Yeah.
That's what Plane is. Crime 101, that does feel generic. That feels like we're going to fill this in later.
Yeah. And a weird date too, right on Valentine's Day week.
It makes sense as Valentine's Day counter programming where like maybe the
You're single? Watch the action movie instead.
right, or like does your girl want to go out and have a girls' night with her friend that just got broken up with? You can go do this.
Yeah. Who broken up with on Valentine's Day? That's rough, bud.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know these hypothetical people. I'm going to go see all of them. All 3 movies we have that are coming out on February 13th. What
They're
are you
just having
saying
a
about
movie
Crime 101?
I don't know where I want to put this because it has some actors that could really elevate this.
Ruffalo.
Yeah.
Academy Award winner Halle Berry.
You know, I'm gonna go again with like a 65. Not
Okay.
great, but not bad. You know what I mean?
Next is Emerald Fennell's Wuthering Heights. Quotation marks, Wuthering Heights. She directed Saltburn. Saltburn got. Oh my
It got
God.
very sexy. Let's it got very erotic.
I was looking at the score, and then Rotten Tomatoes stopped letting me ignore the request to turn off the ads, and it's like, we are stopping you in your tracks. You turn off ads or you go no further.
Melissa, speaking of ads, as you're looking up of that, I've thought about that of like, oh, I should get an ad blocker to put on this so we can, just make it all easy. And I don't think I have the past couple of years, so I didn't do it this year. We've gotten some weird ads on this episode to like at one point it was like male thongs. Here you go. Next is Velveeta
Good.
cheese. Enjoy it.
Put 'em
next
together.
is like a bag, right?
What a time.
What are you up to this Valentine's Day? Oh no. But yeah, I've seen the trailers to this too. This looks very well made. Definitely does not look up my alley, but also looks very erotic.
I thought it may appeal to the art kid in you because it is a weird artsy movie. Saltburn is a movie I had a great time with, but that was a movie that people either loved or hated. And I looked at what the score worked out to. Yeah. It worked out to being, I believe it was 80. Yeah, you and I were both, 72. Audience 79. So I'm going to say, do I think Wuthering Heights will score better or worse with critics than Saltburn?
You said Saltburn got what again?
72 critics.
Actually, I'm going to go for the exact same number, 72.
Oh, that I'm also thinking in this range. She seems to be a real black licorice filmmaker. I think people didn't like the twist in Saltburn primarily. This seems less twisty, so I'm going to bump it up to a 73.
Okay. I did think that trailer for Wuthering Heights, though, as it does this song like one more time, again and again and again and again and again, right? And it has that like repeating motif. Really reminded me of Love Everlasting, the comic. And I was like, okay. I can kind of see a live action thing of this, which I think is in the works. Or something like that. I was like, all right, not bad. I really like that book. Anyways.
Next, we have a movie called Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die. Did you watch the trailer for this?
I think I've seen it once. Again, not really ringing a bell though.
I've only seen the trailer once. I had to go and purposefully look up the trailer for this movie when I was seeing it in lists of films to come. I don't know why they're not promoting it harder, because it seems like a good time. This is directed by Gore Verbinski from Pirates of the Caribbean and many other things.
Okay.
But I think Pirates of the Caribbean may be the closest tonal match. This movie stars Sam Rockwell as a guy from the future who comes back to now looking like some sort of weird future trash man, and he wanders into a diner and he's like, I need 5 people to help me stop an AI apocalypse.
Maybe I haven't
I
seen
thought
this one then.
you'd remember it. It's not a generic trailer. It's very specific. And I put this on here because I thought this looks like John Teeter on Four Locos. Is how I described it. It seems like it's up your alley because you love time travel.
That sounds like my shit. Yeah,
and you love John Teeter specifically. This has what if John Teeter partied hard and wasn't a square?
I only know of John Teeter because of Steins Gate, the anime that mentions him, and so it's now this other like time travel reference that I get, that I know if someone else makes it, it's like, oh, you're a real nerd, not because you like the same anime, but I know you're into time travel stuff. Good luck.
This seems very fun. I'm gonna go 86.
Okay. I'm going to go a flat 80.
Not absolute blockbuster, but good fun. The next movie, this is one I saw in lists. I don't know if there's a trailer out for it yet. It also seems strangely quiet. This is a movie called How to Make a Killing that stars Glenn Powell as a man whose mother was denied a family fortune, and a huge family fortune. And he takes revenge by assassinating all the people that would have stood between her and the fortune. Like, if I kill like the other 3 relatives that got it before her, then she has to get the fortune. It seems like a solid enough recipe for success. We love Glenn Powell.
Sure, yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Is that one so straightforward, though, that critics will be like, not much here to chew on?
No.
Is that why they went for Glenn Powell, to, like, help them get a little bit of, like, oh, Glenn Powell. I like him.
We love to chew on Glenn Powell.
Sure, yeah. Wish I could. Let's see.
I don't know. This is a substandard release, and that's why it's not getting the full press rollout. Or sometimes there are movies that are quite good that just like bonk the press rollout for whatever reason, and you don't even know the movie came out. You're guessing the if case. You're going to guess a 50.
Yeah, this is my if scenario.
Yeah. Okay, I'll guess a 55.
Okay. Scream 7.
You know nothing of Scream, correct?
I know basic pop cultural osmosis of it. That's kind of it.
I like the Screams quite a bit. Scream 7 is unique in that and the thing about Screams is that they are all in a continuity. There are continuing characters, there is carryover, but Ghostface is like a costume and identity that like a new killer has every movie. So it's not one character the way like Michael Myers is. The Ghostface is an alter ego taken on by a new killer every time. So every movie has its own mystery.
Mm-hmm.
And they're very meta. So every movie also has its own identity based on where it is in the franchise. Like, I'm a sequel. I'm a legacy sequel. I'm this. I'm that.
I'm a remake.
Scream 7 has more of a blank check not a blank check, more of a blank slate than other films. It's not carrying over everything from the previous movie. It's like a couple side characters
Okay.
and a couple older characters who are looping back around and coming back.
Interesting.
And it is written and directed by the writer of the first 2 or 3 movies, but who hasn't directed one of these before. Scream 6, for context, got a 77 on the critics' tomato meter.
Okay.
I'm going to guess like a 72. It's going to be a salt burn amount of quality.
Right, yeah. Scream 7. I'm going to go with the 68.
Okay.
The Bride.
I think you would like the Screams. I've told you before.
You have. Every time it comes up, you're like, Kyle, you would love these.
Whenever you have time for 6 films, select the 6 Screams. Maggie Gyllenhaal's The Bride, coming out on March 6th, pushed back from last year. For context, last time we guessed, but this was before trailer, before much had come out about the movie, you guessed a 65, I guessed an 87. Kyle, what will you be guessing now?
I want to bump this up to our now newly minted Saltburn, a 72. I like the trailer, but I think it's going to be more aesthetic rather than like here's a good plot or movie.
And we just had a Frankenstein. Are people Frankensteined out? I don't know. We also just had Poor Things. This is going to stand against how much people loved Poor Things. I'm an 89. Okay. I still feel good about it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I really enjoy that trailer. It looks good.
Next, we have Pixar's Hoppers. There's a brief teaser out for this. Have you seen it?
I've seen like social media posts, but no, I have not seen the actual teaser.
The premise of Hoppers is scientists have invented this technology that like lets you hop into the brain of an animal, or like builds a robot that simulates an animal and a person controls the robot. So it's like the person is walking around in the animal world. It's something like that. But this young animal lover gets into this beaver brain and is interacting with the rest of the animals and is trying to care for the animals. And the animals are like, no, we get eaten out here. What are you talking about? Like the beaver sees like a bear get at another beaver. And she's like, stop, you can't eat him. And he's like, why can't I eat him? And the beaver's like, the bear caught me fair and square. I mean, bears got to eat. Bear will eat me. So it seems like this interesting mix of I care for the animals and I want everything to be good and shiny and happy. And the animals are like, no, we got a circle of life out here. We must honor. It's kill or be killed for real.
Gentrification, bad. Pixar's Gentrification, the movie. Hoppers. Interesting. I don't know. Pixar, I think before the pandemic, I still would have said that Pixar usually hits with their stuff.
Yeah.
I think nowadays, though, I feel like they're a little bit more shaky than what I used to imagine them being. When I was really young, I'd be like, Pixar, 100%. They do great stuff.
Right. They have. I think they still have like the best track record out there outside of like Studio Ghibli. Maybe outside of like just Miyazaki. I don't know the non-Miyazaki Ghiblis very well. Like Pixar's worst movie may still be quite a bit better than other studios' worst kids animated movies.
Yeah.
This one seems so weird and like very specific in the sort of emotional journey that the character goes on. This isn't your average like coming of age tale. Oh, I'm going to say like an 87.
I'm going to go with an 80. Project Hail Mary.
Mm-hmm. This
I don't know. I feel like this one could
comes
go either way. The trailer looks good.
really.
Yeah, but I don't know. I've also seen a lot of people upset that the trailers is spoiling way too much about the book. But yeah, I don't know.
This movie comes out March 20th. It already has a second trailer out. And I heard that last year at CinemaCon, they showed a lot of stuff from Project Hail Mary to the cinema distributors.
People who are out there, yeah.
Get ready for this to make bank. This is going to play really well. Clear your theaters out, all the IMAX screens. Everybody's going to see Project Hail Mary. This is a big crowd pleaser. And I think that's why they're starting the press cycle like so early. You know, we're 4 months out and already we've had 2 like meaty, informative trailers. And that also makes me think the movie does have much more up its sleeve than it is showing you.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like it wouldn't give this much away unless it had plenty more to keep. I'm feeling good about this one. I'm gonna guess 91.
And I'm gonna go 89.
Next we have The Dog Stars. Do you know this one at all?
I'm not familiar with this one.
I don't think there's much about it yet, but it is an upcoming post-apocalyptic science fiction film directed by Ridley Scott.
Okay.
Let me get you a plot synopsis. In a post-apocalyptic world, a virus wipes out humanity. Survivors face roaming scavengers called Reapers. Half the time I read something on IMDb, I'm shocked that the sentence has already ended and there isn't another clause. Protagonist Hig, a pilot, survived the flu but lost his wife. Again, full stop, end of sentence, no further information. This stars Jacob Elordi, Margaret Qualley, and Josh Brolin.
Oh, okay. I like the cast.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
I don't know. I have very little to go on here. I'm going to go a fairly middle of the road 75, just because I don't even have a picture. The poster's just like space. It's just like a generic picture of space. The font's not even exciting. This could be something, but I just can't tell yet.
Don't know. I might go lower. I'll go 69.
This seems to have some level of pedigree behind it, but
yeah.
Ridley Scott is also a guy that works constantly, so his filmography is all over the place.
Yeah, absolutely. Speaking of space, Super Mario Galaxy movie. Do we have? What did the first one do?
59 critics.
Thank you. That was just
95 audience.
I think it's going to be kind of around that same thing. I might bump it up slightly though. I'm going to give it a 61.
I will go with a 49. What did we get that was a 49 this year? Lord of the Rings, War of the Rohirrim. I'm going to go there. One of those for Mario the Galaxy.
Okay.
I don't know. I've not seen that Mario movie. I've no idea anything about it.
Good time. It's fun. That's
okay.
It.
Just fun?
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah,
fun,
I mean,
it's
really not, like, complex in any way. It's just like, hey, let's put Mario on screen. Let's get some cool action shots. Let's make Peach look really neat. Yeah, it's good. And then there's that weird, creepy scene where you get to see their hands and they look like real human hands.
Right,
remember?
Right.
Yeah.
Human hands.
Super Mario Human Hands. Ready or Not, Here I Come is the next one, which is a great way to segue from Mario Human Hands. Now,
so you don't really watch horror movies, but you and I did watch Ready or Not once
yes.
on our podcast, The Review Show, where we review movies. I did talk you into Ready or Not once. We had a good time with that, and that got an 89 for context. The original one got an 89. This came out in 2019. I never expected a sequel to it, so I'm happy we've looped back around to another Ready or Not.
I'm surprisingly going to score this one high. I think if, like, this does not feel like one that was necessarily like, oh, it got shut down because of COVID. I mean, maybe it did, who knows. It doesn't feel like it was delayed because of COVID or any kind of actor strike. It almost feels
it's like we did it once we were ready for it, once we had the right idea for the sequel and not before.
Yeah, and if they think they got the right idea, I think they're going to put a good one out. So I'm going to go 92.
Okay.
I'm going to go high on that one.
A little more tepid at like an 85.
Okay.
Just a smidge. Because I think the first movie does have such a great premise. I maybe the in order to come up with a sequel, the premise is slightly sweatier. I don't know. But I think this is also by the same team. I think it's by Radio Silence, which is the name of that directorial team. Tell me information about this.
I'm pretty sure you're right. I don't know, though. Since I don't keep up with horror movies as much.
The movie. Yes, same team.
Cool.
Next, we have Michael. This was pushed back from 2025 to recap our projected scores that we guessed a year ago for Michael. You said 50, I said 68. This has been difficult to get a handle on because there's so much. He was a controversial figure. Any film about his life will be controversial. But that is sort of like throwing a magnet near a compass, has not given me any sense of the quality of the film. Because a film can be like kind of questionable and misguided, but not poorly made, poorly acted, etc. So I have no idea what this will turn out to be.
I may stick with my 50 just because I don't really know where this will go.
Yeah.
I'm going to do that. Stick with my 50.
I'm going to downgrade mine. And you hear so many. I'm not one to want to flag a movie for going back into the editing room for further work. I don't like that there's such a negative stigma attached to that because I know sometimes it can work out for the better. And there's so many outside forces affecting this movie. I do wonder if it could wind up being quite messy, though. I'm going to go 45. I'm going to go a smidge lower than you.
Hitting the low ball. Okay.
I'd love to be proven wrong. I hope it turns out well.
The Devil Wears Prada 2. May 1st. Yeah. I've never watched the first one. I know people really like it.
I just watched it for the first time like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, nice. What'd you think?
Yeah. Fun.
Cool.
Tucci's great. I'm excited for more Tucci. The original one got a 75. So pretty straight down the middle.
Okay.
Who's directing this new one? Is it the same director? Do I even remember the director's name? Yeah, I think that's the same guy. I go, well, what does that mean? What does this tell me? 70.
You're gonna go 70. I was thinking lower too. I'll go like right in that same area. I'll go 73. The Mandalorian and Grogu, which I still think is a terrible name for this.
we've reached this era where films must have titles that can be easily understood by your grandparents clicking through Disney Plus, putting something on for the grandkids. If grandma has to think about what that title means, she's not clicking on it.
It's that, or it's like it's SEO, right? It's the like, oh, if we just do the name of the person, this will come up, right? It's the Mandalorian and
Right.
Grogu movie done, you
Mhm.
know. But yeah, I don't know. Like the Mandalorian, the show has like really high highs and really low lows. Um, Generally speaking, I've liked it a lot. Uh, but sometimes they're treading familiar ground. Sometimes it's like and this is not just on the Mandalorian. This is live action Star Wars in general. It
Yeah.
makes some really weird choices. There are some very important episodes of, oh god, the Boba Fett show. In the middle of that show, it's like episode 3 and 4 or something of like the 6 episode run that switch to a Mandalorian show, like almost has nothing
I
to
heard
do with
that.
Boba Fett and is like kind of important for the continuity of the Mandalorian. And it's just like, well, why is this here? What is happening? So I don't know. I have seen the first trailer they've put out of this, or like the teaser. The action looks really good. So
Cool.
I'm hoping for a lot of that. I think this might do decently.
I haven't seen the trailer. I'm like, I know I will have to see the trailer 15 times. So I'll just see it when I see it. I'm fairly indifferent to this whole thing. In honor of Star Wars, I will guess a 77.
There you go. I'm gonna go lower and say 70.
Next is I Love Boosters. This is the new movie from Boots Riley, who directed Sorry to Bother You.
Oh,
This
cool. Okay.
is which I haven't seen, but I know it's weird.
Oh
And I
yeah.
Love Boosters is about folks who boost, steal, and resell like high-end fashion items from fashion boutiques.
Okay.
And it's about them going against a revenge mission against a fashion CEO or the other way around. I'm not sure.
Interesting.
Kind of a mystery.
Yeah, I really like Sorry to Bother You. You cannot understate how weird that movie is. It is not for everyone. And not just because it's
Oh,
artsy fartsy, but it's just it's Kafka esque is what I would
mhm.
say. Yeah.
I like that. Sorry to Bother You got a 93 critic score.
It's really good. Like critically,
That's amazing.
it's really good. Yeah. I love boosters. I'm gonna say a 90. I'll
Yeah.
go with the track record there. First one did
I'll go with a 9.
surprisingly good.
That's I'll also go with I'll go with a 91. I don't know. I've so little to base this on. I was shocked to see this
If
is a 93.
if over our break you want just like a really weird movie to watch, go watch
Perhaps I
Sorry
will.
to Bother You. Yeah.
I know a little bit about what it contains, and that is insane. I'm gonna. I'm getting too many things all bunched up in the same space. I'm gonna go back to Marty Supreme and bump that up to a 95, just so I
Okay.
get a little more breathing room and a clearer sense of like what my upper echelon is.
Sure.
Next, we have Masters of the Universe. I don't know anything about this. I know I know what a Masters of the Universe is. It's He-Man and Skeletor and all that. I don't know if there's images from this movie out yet. It's some big guy. He plays big guy. Oh, there is a trailer out. Yes? Is this a real trailer? I This is a boy toy. I got the Barbie. I didn't get the Masters of the Universe toy in my Happy Meal, and I don't know what any of it means.
Yeah, I am really not interested in this one. Not my show. I don't Really? I don't think this is gonna do well. This is like Minecraft movie level of like it's a nostalgia grab. Hopefully, maybe redoing this to see if there's any interest in younger audiences now for like a new cartoon. There was that She-Ra cartoon on Netflix that
Right,
did decently, right? Like
there was a Masters of the Universe cartoon recently, which I only know
oh,
because
okay,
Griffin Newman was the voice of Orko. Who's
good stuff.
directing this? Oh, God, who's directing this? Travis Knight, from Leica. So his past credits include Paranorman and Kubo and the Two Strings.
Okay, well, those are real good.
That
People
those
really
are.
like those, yeah. I wonder if this is just like a passion project for him then.
People liked Bumblebee.
Okay. Well, that speaks a little more positively to the caliber of what they might be making here. And I'm you know what? I'm going to go surprisingly from what I just said in 88.
Wow.
Why not? I think it's gonna
go big or go home, right?
Right? Yeah. Just like, okay, good pedigree. I think they know what they're doing. Yeah.
I'll go 48. We'll really split the difference and see who comes out closer on this. This is our big gamble.
I was originally thinking like 46 or something like that. So right. I was like, you know what? Why not? Let's swing for the fences here. Oh man. We have an untitled.
Next we have an untitled Steven Spielberg UFO movie. This is widely believed to be called The Dish. I don't know if it's been officially called that yet.
Okay.
Spielberg 2020. Yes, it's not officially titled. Not yet, but very likely to be called The Dish.
Okay, I gotcha. Project The Dish. Dish it out, Steven. UFO
I bet big
movies.
on Spielberg. I bet in 93. The year of Jurassic Park. The year of Schindler's List. His year. His number. 93.
Yeah. That seems like a good one. I'm gonna go even higher. I'm gonna say 95.
Love it. Love it.
Mm-hmm.
Next is Toy Story 5.
Oh man. This is also just a really interesting one because we are like the generation that was like the original trilogy is both where it should have ended, but also surprisingly 4 was pretty good, like better than it had any right to be.
Right, 4 is satisfying, 4 is emotional, 4 works, and 4 got a 96% critics and 94 audience. Like 4 works.
Yeah. I have not seen Lightyear.
Who has? Chris Evans and his parents saw Lightyear.
His mom has like posted it up on their refrigerator. Yeah, I don't know. Like this one could also just sneakily be like, this one's actually pretty good.
Right. You know, that's what we've said every time there's been a Toy Story sequel. And every time it's like, that was absolutely worthwhile. That did have something new and unique to say that was emotionally rewarding.
It's honestly like, I hate that I'm about to give this a 94, but it's probably going to be around that area.
Right. I'm saying 90, and that's a low ball for this franchise.
Sure.
We'll see. And like, even if this is Pixar going back to to old reliable, we need to get ourselves back on track. Let's work with something familiar. Let's do a Toy Story 5. Like 90, still not a bad outcome for that.
Yeah.
Next we have Supergirl, a Woman of Tomorrow, as teased at the end of Superman.
I don't know. This is going to be an interesting one. The story, the comic that this is based off of, I think is a pretty good story. I don't necessarily think it's the greatest out there. I love the artwork. The artwork in that comic is absolutely worth it alone. I think the artist name is like Bilquis Everly or something like that. I don't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, it's a story about Supergirl who, of course, like has a super metabolism and all of that stuff. Can't get drunk, so for her birthday is like, I'm gonna go on a different planet that has a different colored sun that will like take away my power, so I can just go party and get drunk and all of that stuff. And then in the midst of that, has to deal with other stuff and other people who want to hurt her and other people as well. So I think it's going to be fun. If nothing else, I think this movie is going to be really, really fun. In the way that the Superman movie was like joyful and hopeful and like bombastic in that way, I feel like this is going to be a little dirtier. It's going to be fun, but it's going to be a little more like actual punk rock. Not the. I mean,
I love my parents' punk rock. Yeah.
Yes, which is equally punk rock, but. I think this really will be like, we might see Lobo or someone show up who's just like, Lobo's great.
Yeah,
I love him.
Lobo is punk rock.
Like that kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
Kyle, do you want me to write that down as one of your predictions right now? I've just written the word Lobo. Next year, we will see
the word
Lobo.
Lobo pop up in any movie. Will someone
Lobo
in Coyote versus Acme call him Mr. Lobo instead? Will that be like a secret identity?
It's under the same banner. Right.
I don't know.
A character named Lobo, even if it isn't Lobo. Any Lobo.
I don't think we're actually going to see Lobo in Supergirl. I would love it if we did. If he was like a cameo, I think you could absolutely make that work. But I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't think so.
Superman got an 83. I'm going just a little smidge lower with an 82. Just a smidge.
I'm going to go with an 80.
Next, we have Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey. I'm just going to say 98%.
Whoa, okay, 98. You went straight for the
Christopher
jugular.
Nolan's The Odyssey. Right.
Yeah.
Like it's got 1 million people in it. We're never going to be bored. We're going to have this is never going to be slow. We're going to have a great time. In the time when it might be slow, here comes John Leguizamo.
In the same way that Oppenheimer had some actors as like clipboard guy number 1 and clipboard guy number 2, and it's like, oh, that big name actor is clipboard guy.
That man who has an Oscar is clipboard guy. Yeah,
I think the Odyssey will be a lot like that. It's like, oh, that's Turkey Leg Man number 3. I like him.
Right, Turkey Leg Man number 3 is John Barenthal.
Oh man, you went 98. Okay, I'm gonna go.
Why
I'm gonna
not?
go 93.
It's this big blank
It's gonna be
check,
up there,
and it's
yeah.
like the Odyssey still exists from millennia ago for a reason. Like I think he's going to tap into something pretty fun about it, even if it doesn't have John Goodman in an eye patch.
Right.
Even if
Melissa?
nobody gets turned into a toad.
Good news, a Christmas / birthday present for me. Netflix now has Tenet.
What? Oh,
I can finally
Tenet.
finish that movie.
Tenet.
Yeah, I can finally watch it and finish it. Because I watched most of it.
And then it got taken off HBO Max, and you're like, guess I'll never finish Tenet.
I was so mad. I didn't even know. Anyways, Evil Dead
next
Burn.
we have I love Evil Dead, and Evil Dead Rise was a very, very fun time. So this is on here just for me. Kyle, I
Cool.
expect you'd have no opinion about the Evil Deads. This is a
I
Melissa
know
treat.
people really like him. This is the like Sam Raimi stuff that I know, right? Of like Ash vs. the Evil Dead. Like that's what he's mainly known for. I don't know if that's accurate or not, but like I equate him to these. Evil Dead Burn, good fun time. Maybe not like a tea sipping meaning of life kind of movie that critics will
You
love.
don't know.
I mean,
don't
yeah,
know.
look, he might have some kind of moral of the story in there, but I don't know if it's gonna titillate the critics.
For context, Evil Dead Rise got an 85%. So I'm going a bit higher with an 86.
I'm gonna go in 82.
Next, Spider-Man, Brand New Day.
Oh, I'm so excited. I'm gonna do. I think they're gonna do street level stuff pretty good. I'm gonna go high, but not super high. I'm gonna go 88.
Okay. I was also thinking in that range, so I'll say 87.
Cool.
Next, we have a movie we punted from 2025. This is Flowervale Street. This is from the director of Under the Silver Lake, which we love. Remind me of the man's name. His name is David Robert Mitchell. He directed, was It Follows? He's got a,
okay.
But most importantly, Under the Silver Lake, which is a bananas film you and I love. And Flowervale Street, we know very little about it. It stars the girl from My Old Ass and Anne Hathaway and Ewan McGregor, and it's set in the 80s. And I think it's about dinosaurs. It is a poster now. And the poster's just dinosaur skulls and no other information.
Okay. Yeah.
You said in our original guesses, you said 84 and I said 80.
I'm fine with my original number 84 here. I'm going to stick with that.
Yeah, let's try holding to it and see what happens. There's
just
nothing else
real
about this yet.
information. Yeah. Lobo versus
Next,
Acme.
Next Coyote versus Acme. Finally, on theaters in the big screen, a success story.
Yeah. Coyote versus Acme. I'm gonna say this one will do pretty well. Like surprisingly good, but not great. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go also with like a let me do like a 83.
For context, there was a theatrical Looney Tunes movie earlier this year, The Day the Earth Blew Up, which is so much fun. It's really a riot. And that got an 85 critic score, 88 popcorn.
Perfect.
For the fans, for the real heads. I'm going to go in that range. I think like this has been saved for a reason. It's the second coming of something, and that's worth at least. I'm also going to say an 80.
Okay.
Next is Clayface.
Yeah. Another movie that we could potentially see Lobo in. Just kidding. It's not going to happen, but it is.
I think one of the sisters
universe.
in Practical Magic 2. I think Nicole Kidman's dating Lobo.
Oh no. Clayface, man, I really want a Clayface movie to do well.
Yes.
I think they have some really, really fertile ground to work with, no pun intended.
Clay.
Yeah. Moldable. What would a good solid like crime, like old Hollywood crime noir kind of thing, but in the modern day thing do? I feel like that'd get doing a bunch of 80s though.
Yeah, me too. We should be so lucky.
You know what? I should be so lucky because that's getting a 90.
Oh boy, I'm saying a 79.
Heck yeah. I really want that to
Next,
do good.
I look forward to it. He's the only man whose face is clay. No other film can claim that. As far as I don't know everything that's in the Odyssey, maybe there is a clay face in Homer's Old Tale. Not sure.
Not that I remember.
I think there's a guy who either has 3 eyes or 1 eye or no eyes.
There
It's
is
1
a
eye. John
Cyclops.
Goodman is 1
Yeah.
eye. Okay.
Yeah.
It's some amount of eyes that's not normal.
It's a Cyclops. That's it.
Not a Triclops. Next, Practical Magic 2. You've never seen Practical Magic. I don't know.
No.
Maybe
I
Rachel's
haven't.
had it on and while you've been in the room playing your Nintendo Switch. I don't know.
I don't think so.
Practical Magic is silly, kind of fluffy, but meaningful. And now, decades later, we get a sequel bringing back Oscar-winning Nicole Kidman and Oscar-winning Sandra Bullock. You know who else is in this thing, Kyle? That secret sauce, Lee Pace.
Mm.
When are you disappointed Lee Pace is in a movie? Never.
Practical Magic 2. You're getting...
I'm going to say a sexy 69.
Nice. I'm gonna go high 50s. I'm gonna go 58.
It'll probably be closer to that, but I can hope for a 69. I don't think the first one... I think the first one is beloved, but did not actually do that well. Let me see.
Watch it be like a 30 or something.
27. 27% critics, 73% audience, and it has lasted since 1998.
Yeah. So something like a 56, 58, 69. That's not bad.
I'll downgrade mine a little bit. What's another sexy number?
Oh, I don't know.
49? Too many nines. Anything with a 9. Next, we have Zach Kreger's Resident Evil. I don't know anything about Resident Evil, but I like Zach Kreger, director of Barbarian and Weapons.
Yeah, haven't seen either of Barbarian or Weapons. People love them.
Kyle,
you must still going to watch Weapons.
You must.
I know. I will soon.
Kyle, Weapons got a 93% critic score.
Yeah, it's real good. I've been know that. I know a lot more about Resident Evil. I really liked that first Resident Evil movie with Mila Jovovich. It's not great, but it's just like a fun little action movie, right? Action horror movie. Those movies kind of get ridiculous. But he seems to really, really like Resident Evil. He knows a lot about it. He seems to be wanting to do an original story. I think he's not really doing Leon's story or anything like that and all of that. But I think he will handle it with care. I think he will do a good job. So, yeah, I think you might be in the right ballpark with an 83.
I'm saying 83.
I'm gonna go. Man, I'm gonna just undercut you, and I'm gonna do an 82.
Next, we have Untitled Alejandro Inarritu x Tom Cruise movie. This was under the working title Judy.
Judy!
I don't know. Which may be like somebody's mom. I don't think that name means anything.
Or is like a reference to some character or movie star that they are referencing in the movie. I don't know. I'm making stuff up.
Let me read you the 1-sentence blurb that IMDb has.
Please.
Oh, yeah. When you click on it on IMDb, it just says Judy, like it's a Judge Judy biopic, which I don't think it is, but I don't know what it is.
Tom Cruise as Judge Judy.
Don't piss on his shoe and tell him it's raining. Don't you dare. He'll run at you. What? I can't wait to see him run wearing judge's robes. It's going to be great.
Oh man.
The most powerful man in the world embarks on a frantic mission to prove he is humanity's savior before the disaster he's unleashed destroys everything. That sounds like great fun for Tom Cruise to do. Literally the most powerful man in the world.
But what if he's still Judge Judy?
Right. Nothing says he isn't. This movie also stars Riz Ahmed and John Goodman
Good.
and
I'm in.
Sandra Hüller.
I'm in.
I'm also in. There's like nothing to know about this, so I'm gonna go like low positive 90. Low positive 90, sight unseen.
I'm gonna go with a flat 80.
Flat
80. And I feel like that's low though still, but there's just not enough to know. Yeah.
Right. Nothing to go on. Next, we have an animated Legend of Aang, The Last Airbender movie, I think from the original creator, a whole gang back.
Yeah.
And this is adult Aang.
I'm excited. Or at least I think this is that one. I think there's also a show in the works that they've announced or something like. It's one of those things that there's like too many different people are trying to do different Avatar: The Last Airbender stuff. I don't know. I really love Avatar: The Last Airbender. I'm gonna go with a high 70 and say 77.
I was also thinking in that range. Like, this will probably be emotional but convoluted. Just have like a lot to understand and keep up with. So I'll say like a 74. Next, we have The Social Reckoning. So the film The Social Network, about Facebook. Jesse Eisenberg makes a Facebook. This was written by Aaron Sorkin and directed by David Fincher. The Social Network, The Social Reckoning is written and directed by Aaron Sorkin. Fincher may be producing, I don't know. And it is about the time in Facebook's life in the early 2020s when a data scientist found out they'd been like doing data wrong.
The Cambridge
I don't think
Analytica stuff. I think maybe
it's something like that. This stars Mikey Madison as a data scientist and Jeremy Allen White as an investigative journalist.
Yep. That's why I don't use Facebook anymore. Yeah. I know people. I have not seen The Social Network, but I know that is like people speak really highly of that one. Of like it's incredible. And I think when when talk of this first started rummaging around, I don't think he was really actually gonna do it. He was like, I don't think I should, but I don't know what I would do. Maybe I could do something like that. And
Who's he?
Sorkin.
Okay.
Yeah. That's kind of what I remember on social media of like he was very hesitant to really want to do something like this, and then I think came up with something and was like, you know what, fine, like I think I got something here.
David Fincher, I think, is doing that Once Upon a Time on Hollywood sequel that's all about Brad Pitt's character. From what I've heard, Sorkin's an incredible screenwriter, but much shakier when he's directing his own material. So I'm gonna go like, what did Meet the Ricardos get? I need some context here. Meet them. I must meet them. Where are they? Oh, it's Being the Ricardos.
I don't even know what that one was.
He did a movie about 68%. He did a movie called Being the Ricardos that was about a week in the life of Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz.
Okay.
This will be I'll say like 70.
I'm gonna go 85.
Next,
I
there is
feel like he has enough of a template from the first one to, if he wants to copy Fincher's style, maybe he can get some stuff, but he might not get the exact same.
So next year we have a new Mortal Kombat movie and we have Street Fighter. And I'm like, it seems like overkill to have both of these. So I picked Street Fighter as the one we would have for our guesses. I saw Mortal Kombat. I don't really remember it. It's got fire, it's got ice, it's got Hiroyuki Sanada.
Get over here.
Right, a person is God over there.
I done got over there.
I don't remember who it is or where they're going, but they are gotten over to there. I picked Street Fighter just because it's new, and they've got this fun image where you pick your fighter and it's the whole cast, and one of them is David Malchian. I'm like, he's fun. I'll follow him.
Yeah, this one's gonna be real wacky. I think this one.
Player select. Who's that? Eric Andre? You can select Eric Andre. You can select Lobo!
I would have won.
You can select Jason Momoa. I don't know if you can specifically select him in the character of Lobo. We have yet to see.
What's really funny is that Jason Momoa as the DC Comics character Lobo would have been perfect. Like, it just
he's playing
on.
Whatever a Blanca is. Oh, yeah. David Malchian's playing M. Bison. That's the Raul Julia role, right?
I don't know. I haven't seen the old Street Fighter movie.
But that's the bad guy, right? Isn't it?
I
don't know anything about a Street Fighter. M. Bison is the bad guy.
Fighting games. So
okay.
I don't really know. I've played Mortal Kombat. I know more about Mortal Kombat than this, but I don't know anything.
You know who else is in this movie? Orville Peck and 50 Cent.
Yep. Melissa, this one's gonna be real wacky.
We're going all genres. We're gonna have a killer soundtrack. This is gonna be really, really dumb and fun. I'm gonna say like 85.
I'm going 34. I think this is gonna be like dumb bad, but also like audiences are gonna have a good time like watching how ridiculous it is. I don't think that's gonna be a good critically acclaimed movie.
Yeah, but let's see what else of this ilk got that kind of a score. Like, I don't know, we had something else
Resident
similar.
Evil movies. You can look at that first Mortal Kombat movie that came out. You can look at Minecraft. You can look at stuff like that. I don't know. It feels like it's going to be real wacky.
I'm looking at the movies from the last year. It's like Predator Badlands had an 86. F1 had like an 82. This will be like one of those.
I wouldn't put that on the same quality tier, but you do you. I like the wild swing.
Kyle, I have so little evidence. How do I know it's not going to be really fun? David Malchian's going to wear a cape? I don't know.
But
that.
This is the thing between the critic score and the tomato meter, right? Critics aren't necessarily looking for fun. They're looking for, like, is this a well-constructed movie? Is it...
it might be.
Like,
it can be
does
both.
It have a plot that makes sense and is not filled with holes? Does this have a plot at all, right? Is there some kind of deeper theming or messaging? That's the stuff that critics are often looking for.
We have to talk about this because you have such a picture in your head as a critic being a Frasier who's wearing like a turtleneck and sipping a cappuccino and then listening to Vivaldi and thinking only about the meaning of life. Capital T, capital M, capital O, capital L, the meaning of life.
Yeah. That's what the difference is between a critic and just your average movie goer who's not there to criticize it or critique it.
Critics are not all Frasers. You've got a picture in your mind of 100% Frasers. And I'm here to tell you some critics are also Frasier's dad.
But they have to competently know how to dissect a film like that, and just your average movie goer is just like, good cast, lots of fun, dumb stupid action, 89, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. It's not a in-depth critique.
Kyle, Plane got a 78% critics. If Plane can get a 78% critics, I think Street Fighter stands a chance of getting an 85% critics.
Sure, it stands a chance. There's always a chance it could do really well. Anyways,
our next movie is called Whale Fall. This follows a scuba diver who, while looking for his father's remains, is swallowed by an 80-foot, 60-ton sperm whale and has just 1 hour to get out before his oxygen runs out. So I believe this movie will take place in real time. I think this is based off of a book. I've heard buzz for a long time about the whale movie. The fact that it's called Whale Fall is new and very funny to me. Because a couple years ago, we did Moonfall, where it's what if the moon fell on you? But this time it's like, what if you fell inside a whale and had to fall back out again, I guess.
Oh, man. I don't know if this is purposely a riff on Pinocchio or like Jonah and the Whale kind of thing. Moby Dick, or if it's all three of those.
So much as the true fear of what if a whale got me.
Right, yeah. What if deep sea kaiju swallowed you and you had to live inside it? Melissa, this one's gonna be a 90. I swear. And the meaning of life is in a way, and I'm kidding.
I'm like, you and I have flipped. We're on opposite planes. You're on a mountain and I'm in a canyon. I think Whale Fall is going to be half as good as Street Fighter. You're in a whale. I'm gonna say like a 43. This one, like, I don't know. Maybe being stuck inside a whale really works. I don't have the faith in this that I have in Street Fighter for whatever damn reason.
I love the faith that you have in Street Fighter. It's great.
I don't know anything about Street Fighter. I don't even know if I'll go see it. I think there's something about the promo image of announcing the cast in a way that looks like the old video game screen. Seems like it is owning what it is. It's not trying to be anything better or higher. And it's like, you just want to see a bunch of different people fight each other? We have it. We have exactly that. And I think it will be rewarded for, it's going to be the cheeseburger at the end of the menu. And you haven't seen the menu, but my metaphor stands. I think Street Fighter is going to be just like the cheeseburger at the end of the menu, where it's simple peasant food, but it's well constructed for being simple peasant food.
Yeah. I went real low. I said 15.
Right. I'd love to be surprised and people truly deeply love Whale Fall.
Right, yeah.
We'll see. Oh, the book is called Whale Fall.
Yeah, this is why it feels like Sharknado to me. It feels like Moonfall. It feels like Kraven the Hunter that got 15 because it's really not a good movie, but it might be ridiculous. I don't know. It might, but it also might be like there's that book, The Life of Pi or something, right? Where it's like, this is a treatise on life and stuff like that, which might be what the critics are looking for. I really don't know.
You using the word treatise. I think Whale Fall is going to be more of like the survival drama. It's going to feel more like 127 Hours or Everest or something like that. It's going to be of that ilk. Great for dad. It's for dads. And it will have the technical granularity that appeals to dads.
Okay.
Where everything hinges on a specific carabiner or something like that. And your dad's like, yeah, That's a
It's like, I
top-notch
got one of those.
carabiner. I own 12. Next, we have Remain, which is the new film from my guy, M. Night Shyamalan. But, Kyle, do you remember when this was announced like 2 years ago? Finally, it is coming to pass.
I
The
don't
M.
think
Night
so.
Shyamalan Nicholas Sparks collab. Famous romantic drama author of The Notebook, Nicholas Sparks,
Okay.
and M. Night
Okay.
Shyamalan collabed on a story. They worked together on the story. Nicholas Sparks has already published his half of it. He wrote a novel, and it's like Nicholas Sparks with M. Night Shyamalan, and you can go buy the novel at bookstores now. And now M. Night's taking the same thing and doing a movie. And I don't know how similar the two things are. I think it is like we worked on a premise together. Now we're each going to our specific medium and kind of taking it our own way, but
That's
still
fun.
like with the other person as a co-author. This is directed by M. Night, co-scripted by Nicholas Sparks.
That's fun. Yeah.
It stars Jake Gyllenhaal, who I think is the perfect person to straddle these two
Sure.
styles.
Yeah. That's good.
A grieving architect moves to Cape Cod for work after leaving a psychiatric facility. While staying at a historic B&B, he meets a mysterious woman who makes him question his rational beliefs about life and loss.
Good. I like it. Oh, M. Night Shyamalan. You're a hard
My guy.
hard nut to crack.
He is. He's a guy who like works on you or doesn't work on you. I'm trying to look up the score for Old. So I'm like, Trap is not devoid of emotion, but it is purposefully pulpier. Old actually is a lot more sincere than you would think it is. I want Old. Just Old. The movie Old about the beach. Old. And everything's like, do you mean Old Navy? Do you
Old
mean
Boy?
No Country for Old Men? What did Old get? Old got a straight 50%. I'm going to go with 60.
Okay.
A loving 60. An affectionate 60.
Yeah. I'm going to go 55.
A 60 for most people, but like it, yeah, an 85 for me in my own heart. I'll probably
Yeah.
love this thing. Next, we have Ebenezer, A Christmas Carol. This is directed by Ty West, who directed X, Pearl, and Maxine. And this seems to be I don't know how he's known for horror. I don't know how much of a horror bend this will have because you look at the little blurb on IMDb and it just says a thrilling ghost story set in Dickens's London following one man's supernatural journey to face his past, present, and future as he fights for a second chance at redemption, which is like the logline for every A
Right.
Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
This seems like just standard A Christmas Carol, but I know he's got to have a twist on it. And what's fascinating is that Johnny Depp is going to play Scrooge. And this is the first time I've seen A Christmas Carol cast an actor who, and I don't necessarily want to compare the man to Scrooge. Among his many vices, I don't know if he's exactly the same with like greed as terms of Scrooge. Like, it's not a one-to-one. But casting an actor who a lot of people have a distaste for, who we would like to see be better.
Has been wrapped up in some controversy,
Right.
and
Yes.
people fall on
Yes.
either side. Yeah.
Yeah, that's normally not who you cast as Scrooge. The actor you cast as a Scrooge is a guy who feels like Scrooge at the end of the thing, where it's like, oh, Michael Caine, we love him. Casting a more ornery, prickly actor in this role is fascinating
That's interesting.
to me. The meta touch of this is unique compared to most other Christmas carols.
Yeah.
Also, I'll say very little information out there, but Tremel Tillman is the ghost of Christmas Present, which is the good one. I mean, all the ghosts have their perks. There's the cute one, the scary one, but Ghost of Christmas Present is like the come in and know me better, man. That's the party ghost. I think he's perfect for Ghost of Christmas Present. And like that alone is worth 12 prices of admission.
I'm gonna go 80 on that one.
What did people love? I'd say Pearl might be the best received of that trilogy, and Pearl got a 93. Damn. I'll say 83.
Okay.
And we close out our predictions. We've been at this for a long damn while. Greta Gerwig's Narnia. Based on specifically the Magician's Nephew book from the Chronicles of Narnia series, but I don't know if the film will be called that. Right now, it's just called Narnia. This comes out November 26th, 2026 in IMAX.
I don't know, because I didn't really watch all of the other Chronicles of Narnia movies that came out a while ago. I think I saw the first one.
Same.
Read the books when I was a kid. Greta Gerwig's pretty good. She'll have some backing behind her because of Barbie, right?
And her many other great credits.
Yeah.
Lady Bird, Little Women. What if women were little?
Yeah. Let's let's go. Oops. Let's do mid 70s. Let's do a 76.
Okay. I'm saying like a 90.
Okay.
Just because I don't know how convoluted
It can go either way. Yeah.
The mythology of this is going to have to be.
Interesting.
Okay. Now, do you have any special bonus predictions for 2026?
I was coming up with one early, but I, again, have to do a little bit of math to see if something like this would work. My idea in my head was like the score for Crime 101 needs to be higher than like all the other movies with numbers in them.
Oh, so higher than Toy Story 5 and Practical Magic 2.
Yeah,
Five Nights at Freddy's 2, 28 years later.
Yeah, add them all up to see what
that's fascinating.
The score is and see if it can be higher than that. So I might go with that. The score for Crime 101 will be higher than all the other numbers from movies with this is complicated numbers in them. And I will go back and list out what all those are, but I won't do that right now. Let's see. What else do I want to do?
So I sketched out a few of these. I predict I'm going to cry at Project Hail Mary. These two trailers have both had these sweeping, emotional songs to them. It seems like it's going to be a heartstring tugger, and that might get to me. So I don't know if everyone will, but I will cry at Project Hail Mary. Let's see. I predict that we will get a trailer for the big Spielberg movie, potentially called The Dish, at Super Bowl. I predict that Timmy will win the Oscar for Marty Supreme.
Okay.
I predict that next year we will see a horror movie with a score above 90.
Did you already give one above a 90 in the stuff that we have here? Scream 7 didn't get one. Bride 89.
But also, I don't know what every horror movie is.
Right. Yes.
Maybe
yeah,
one of
not-
these movies could like turn out to be a horror movie when we don't think it is. You know?
We'll probably come back and add a few more halfway through next year.
Yeah.
Too,
We
stuff
didn't
like
get
that.
around to that this year, but I think we should next year do a mid-year check-in.
Let's see.
I'll say the new Tom Cruise movie will get a higher score than the last Tom Cruise movie. So it has to be
higher than
dead
Mission Impossible?
final. Yeah, it'll be at Final Reckoning's 80.
Interesting. I wonder if Megan the Stallion will make a cameo in Anaconda. Cameo in Anaconda. I think that'd be really funny. Who did the original Anaconda song?
Oh, that's Nicki Minaj.
No.
Oh, are you talking about Sir Mix-a-Lot? What do you mean by
Yes.
the original Anaconda song?
Yeah, the Sir Mix-a-Lot one. Is Sir
Okay.
Mix-a-Lot still alive? Sir
I don't know.
Mix-a-Lot. Is he still alive? Because I'd
Oh,
love to
what's
get a
my
cameo
needle
from
drop
him
of the
too.
year?
Oh, he's 63. Let's see. We could do that. And then was it Nicki Minaj that did Anaconda?
Yes.
How do you spell her name? Is it 2 Ks? Nicki Minaj Anaconda. She did do that. That was Nicki. Okay, so then I was thinking that was Megan the Stallion. I would
Is that
maybe
WAP?
say no, that's a different song, I think. What if Sir Mix-a-Lot has a cameo then?
I think that's a fun prediction. Now, the question is, we have to... Do you know what Sir Mix-a-Lot looks like? Does anybody?
Yes. Yeah, I just hooked them up.
Okay.
Okay. Other predictions. What one do I want to say? Ooh, what would be a good needle drop for Supergirl?
The song that's really Supergirl. I'm predicting that. Yes.
I was thinking
that's mine.
I was even thinking like a "Hey Bondage, Up Yours" kind of thing.
Oh,
Punk
yeah.
songs with women lead vocals.
Well, there is a song from the 80s. I can tell you what era it's from. I can't nail the genre down that exactly. But there is a song that goes, "That's really Supergirl" by a band called XTC. I'm going to predict that will be in Supergirl.
Okay.
I'd be shocked if it shows up in a different movie next year.
But
it's still possible.
We also didn't get a in this Superman soundtrack like, if I go crazy, then will you still call me Superman?
Right, because that's something you can only do.
You be there holding my hand.
That's something you can really only pull once, and you got to spend it on a better song than Three Doors Down's Kryptonite.
But it's a classic. Anyways, I don't think I've listened to that
I'm gonna
song
say
since Tony Hawk's.
I'm going to say that Street Fighter will include 3 distinct streets.
Okay. Oh God. I want to do something with a soundtrack too, but like, who will win best soundtrack?
When you say that, what do you mean? Best original song or best score?
Let's go with best score. Who will win the best score? And I would either say
Now, remember, if you make a prediction based on a film of 2026, we can't test that until 2027.
Oh, okay. I always forget about that stuff. I'm terrible at these predictions.
God, Adam, you just have to remember where we occupy in time.
Time is an illusion. Oh man. Should we do we didn't do Mortal Kombat 2, but we could have a fist fight between Mortal Kombat 2 and Street Fighter.
Yes, you can. We are not you don't have to only make predictions about the films on this list.
Okay.
They can be about anything.
Let's see. Street Fighter versus Mortal Kombat 2. Oops. I'm gonna say. Oops, let me fix combat because that's spelled with a K. Mortal Kombat 2. Who wins? Who has the highest score? I'm gonna say Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat wins. MK2 wins. Okay. What else can I do? What's a good prediction for Project Hail Mary? I don't know anything about that book, so I legitimately don't know.
Runtime.
Ooh, predict
over
runtime?
Under the runtime.
I'm gonna say Project Hail Mary runtime over 2 hours and 20 minutes. Oops. That seems about right. Like a 2 hours and a half for a Project Hail Mary. That's kind of what I'm envisioning.
Yes.
So I put that at like over 220. Okay.
You can keep adding to this. I prepared some in advance, but if you haven't, you can decide yours later. They don't all have to be done now here live on mic. I do have places to get to.
I just want one more for good luck, have fun, don't die. And you said who starred in this again?
Sam Rockwell. Predict if he will or will not die.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
Does he not die?
Rockwell lives. I don't know why that's bold. Is that bold?
I can't wait for us to come back next year and try to remember what that means.
Rockwell lives. What was his name in The Running Man?
Ben Foster. It's like such a normal man name. You know what's so funny to me? What's so funny to me about The Running Man is that his baby's name is Kathy. It's dystopian future where we still have young Kathys. We're minting new Kathys.
The freshly minted Kathy.
Nothing against a Kathy. I don't meet new Kathys now. Who's our youngest Kathy?
Anyways, those are my extra predictions. The score for Crime 101 will be higher than all the other numbers from movies with numbers in them.
Fascinating.
Yeah, which I will add up what that score is in just a sec here. I think Sir Mix-a-Lot will have a cameo in Anaconda. I think that would be fun. Street Fighter versus Mortal Kombat 2, Mortal Kombat wins. It will have the highest score. Project Hail Mary runtime is over 2 hours and 20 minutes. And Sam Rockwell lives in that movie he's in. Good luck, have fun, don't die.
I predict I will cry at Project Hail Mary. We'll see a trailer for the new Spielberg movie during the Super Bowl. Timmy will win Best Actor for Marty Supreme. Next year we will see a horror movie, whether it's on this list or not, with a score of over 90%. The new Tom Cruise movie will beat the last Tom Cruise movie, Final Reckoning, score of 80. That's really Supergirl will play in the movie Supergirl. And on Street Fighter, they will fight in at least 3 distinct streets. They're going to fight on them, not just like be there.
They will fight the streets. Cool. That's good. That's fun.
Fun.
That is our
Fun.
Our predictions for this next year. But oh man, this is the final episode of the Captain's Log.
That's true.
Yeah. So we got
a big one to end on.
We got our celebration for the review show next week, and then the weekend after that, December 14th, is when we will be doing our end of the year Grand Prix, right before Christmas and all that good stuff. So I think we've kind of talked about when we're gonna come back for the new year. I think we have it written down somewhere. I don't remember. Whoops. But I don't know that off the top of my head. But yeah, end of an era for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Last episode of the Captain's Log. So for one last time, Melissa, where can real quick? We will come back to this next year in our podcast. It's
yes.
not like we're just stopping here. Why did you do all of this?
Why would we?
Right, yeah. So, Melissa, where can the people find you on the internet?
You can email me the old-fashioned way at yourhostmelissa@gmail.com. Tell me which obscure Looney Tunes character you want to see have a cameo in Coyote versus Acme.
Absolutely. If you guys want to follow me, I am at Yo Kyle Springer on. Oh, that's why I had it on the wrong thing. I'm at Yo Kyle Springer on all the social media places. We're at thewhatnauts.com on Blue Sky. You guys know the deal with all that. If you're watching this on YouTube, go watch more of our videos right over there on that side of the screen. That will help us out a ton. And yeah, this has been episode 310 of the Whatnauts Captain's Log. We'll see you in the new year on a completely different podcast. Bye.
It'll still be us. We'll be the same. Bye.